Look at your hands. Look at the room around you. Listen to the sound of my voice. It feels real, doesn't it? You believe that the chair you are sitting on is solid matter. You believe that your memories are records of the past. You believe that you are a biological entity living on a rock floating in space. But what if I told you that you are wrong? What if I told you that everything you have ever known, everyone you have ever loved, and every moment you have ever experienced is nothing more than lines of code in a cosmic computer? Welcome to the most terrifying idea in the history of science, the simulation hypothesis. For thousands of years, philosophers have questioned the nature of reality. Plato spoke of the cave, where prisoners watched shadows on a wall, thinking they were real. Descartes imagined an evil demon tricking his senses. But today, we don't need philosophy. We have physics. And the deeper we look into the fabric of our universe, the more it starts to look like a video game. Let's start with the resolution of your reality. If you look at a digital photo and zoom in, eventually you see pixels. You reach a point where you cannot divide the image any further. Our universe works exactly the same way. It is not smooth, it is pixelated. In physics, this is called the Planck length. It is the smallest possible unit of measurement. Nothing can exist smaller than this. It is the pixel size of our universe. Why would nature have a minimum resolution? Unless, of course, there is a limit to the processing power of the system we are living in. But it gets stranger, much stranger. In a modern video game, the computer does not render the entire world at once. That would be a waste of processing power. Instead, it only renders what the player is looking at. Behind your back, the world doesn't exist. It only loads when you turn around. Quantum mechanics suggests our universe does the exact same thing. This is known as the observer effect. In the famous double-slit experiment, scientists discovered that particles like electrons behave differently when they are being watched. When we look at them, they act like matter. When we don't look, they act like waves of probability. They don't pick a position until a conscious mind observes them. This implies that reality does not exist until you look at it. Just like a video game, the universe is optimizing itself to save memory. It is only rendering what is necessary for your experience. So, who is holding the controller? And why would they build this? Consider the speed of light. We are told it is the universal speed limit. Nothing can travel faster than 299,792,458 meters per second. But why? Why is there a limit at all? In a computer simulation, every processor has a clock speed, a limit to how fast information can be transmitted across the motherboard. The speed of light isn't a physical law. It is the latency limit of the server we are running on. It is the maximum speed at which the simulation can refresh the graphics. Now, let's look at the math. In 1972, the game Pong was 2 white lines and a dot. Today, we have photorealistic open worlds with millions of players. In 50 years, we went from pixels to virtual reality. If we continue on this path, even if progress slows down, in 1,000 years or 10,000 years, we will be able to simulate entire universes. We will build simulations so realistic that the characters inside them will possess consciousness. They will think they are alive. They will build their own computers, and they will run their own simulations. This creates a stack of realities, a simulation within a simulation. There could be billions of them, and there is only one base reality. So, what are the odds that you are in the one single original reality? The odds are 1 in billions. Mathematically, it is almost a guarantee that you are artificial. But if this is a simulation, are there glitches? Have you ever experienced déjà vu? That feeling that you have lived this exact moment before? The Matrix movie famously described this as a glitch in the system when they change something in the code. Or consider the Mandela Effect, where millions of people share a specific, distinct memory of an event that never happened. Are these false memories? Or are they remnants of a previous version of the program before the update? Think about your own life. How many times have you thought about someone and they call you seconds later? How many times has a song played on the radio exactly when you needed to hear it? We call these coincidences. But in a programmed world, there are no coincidences. There are only algorithms. This leads us to the darkest question of all. Are you a player? Or are you an NPC? A non-playable character? Look at the people around you in the street. The crowds. Do they have complex inner lives? Do they have dreams and fears like you do? Or are they just background assets, programmed to walk in loops to make your world feel populated? Sometimes, do you feel like you are on autopilot? Like you are watching your life through a screen, unable to change the outcome? Maybe that's because the controller is not in your hands. This idea terrifies people. It makes them feel small. It makes them feel like nothing matters. If this is fake, then your pain is fake. Your love is fake. Your struggle is just entertainment for a higher intelligence. But there is another way to look at it, a way that gives you ultimate power. If this is a simulation, it means the rules can be bent. It means your mind is the software that interacts with the code. Throughout history, mystics, monks, and meditators have claimed that the world is an illusion. They claimed that with enough focus, you can change reality. They were talking about hacking the system. The placebo effect is a perfect example. You take a sugar pill, believing it is medicine, and your body cures itself. You rewrote the code of your own biology simply by believing. Perhaps the purpose of this simulation is not to trap you, but to test you. Maybe it is a training program, a place where consciousness grows, learns, and evolves. You are not just a body. You are the data. You are the information processing the experience. So, what do you do now? You wake up. You realize that the limitations you feel are just parameters set by the code. You realize that fear is just a biochemical alert system that can be overridden. You realize that you are the main character of your own movie. Stop living like a background character. Stop repeating the same loops every day. Break the pattern. Do something unpredictable. Confuse the algorithm. The universe is a machine, yes, but you are the ghost in the machine. The screen is dark now, but the simulation continues. Until we meet again in the next cycle, ask yourself, is this video real? Or did your programming just decide it was time for you to hear this?